G'day, it's Ryan Ashton from A Few Quiet Yarns, and tonight actually it's LinkedIn Local. I'm running my last LinkedIn Local, but not the last LinkedIn Local. We're handing over to a new management team. And of course, my favourite little establishment, Bungalow 8, down here in the Viaduct. Now,
I signed up LinkedIn back to 2011. That's when in time to actually bring you closer to the people that you're about to see or meet. And that actually helps with, especially in the banking role, that is all about understanding your people. So it's not about the business. They may run a very poor business at the time, at the point that you met them, but they are great people. They will turn that business into a successful story. So that's something that I've learned greatly about LinkedIn. So through LinkedIn that I've also building to Cure Kids, the charity, being my son being premature for about 29 weeks. So I was like, well, I should do something about it. So then I linked up with the Cure Kids people through LinkedIn as well. So now I'm the special advocate for Cure Kids. We're putting a charity event together for my little one on the 31st of May. This is not social selling here. But well, it's about learning every day. And this is truly about LinkedIn. This is about what LinkedIn actually gives you, the platform you can learn from the others, from everyone actually in this room. It doesn't actually really matter, but there's no certain rules about how you should put up on your LinkedIn. It's about how you're finding relevance back to you, like back to me. I mean, just be yourself. Just tailor to yourself the value proposition that you actually carry, and you're wanting people to see you as.
And I think I've been on LinkedIn since about 2010, but didn't really actively use it until probably about 2013. I really enjoyed reading all the content, and we were using it in our marketing as well for advertising. And then my coworkers started asking me, how do I use LinkedIn? In New Zealand, and BNZ was looking for someone to do social media B2B. Both social and content strategy, but also training the bankers in how to use LinkedIn. So I said, well, 700 business bankers throughout New Zealand, and I started doing a few presentations here and there, but I can't just go all over the country to train everyone. Go to Queenstown, and I said, sure. So we were piloting the program with the team in Queenstown in person, even though eventually it would be online. So we travelled down for the day. I wasn't complaining. Basically the program consisted of a few elements. So we had a virtual session to sort of introduce everyone, and then we had an assessment. It's just the brand, we love people speaking on social media, posting about BNZ, but also posting about anything that they do.
Yeah, he's the man, whatever you're looking at. But that's sort of what I do with the glass half full. But then what I also did was on Thursdays, I started posting a glass half empty. And the reason behind that was, yeah, I'm bloody positive as hell. But guess what? I've got bad times too. I've got things that get me down. Not every day is perfect. At lunchtime, I want to go work out, but the customer calls me, how am I going to handle that? So I take a positive subject, I give it a negative spin, but then I also tell you how I come out of that negative spin and try and put some positivity into it. So that's what I do in terms of posting. Now, why do I do this? For me, it's about giving back in the sense of one little drop of positivity will cause a ripple effect. And I know this because people have called me and said, bro, don't you stop, keep that shit going. And I'm going, bro, I got your back. I love talking, so I'm going to keep the shit going. But anyway, but what that means is, that's all I have to do. That is the one thing. I just have to get one little bit of positive influence. My job is done. I don't need likes. I don't need comments. I don't really need 100,000 views. I'm all good with that. And the reason that I took that approach was because Elliot Hulse, who was a famous gym star and on YouTube and doing all those things, YouTube actually started controlling him. He lost control of it and he had to take a hiatus and go away, and he came back and he went, actually, I'm not going to let the platform own me. I'm going to own the platform. And so I don't post every day. I pick a Thursday, I pick a Friday, and I just keep it cool like that. I also post up technical content, and before seeing Chris's content, I used to sell. I used to sell on LinkedIn. Never worked. But as soon as I started going, hey, if you've got slow speeds with the internet, do these 3 things that'll help you figure out the problem. Hey, if you're going to choose to go on this platform, click a button and see how long it takes you to load something. That will determine whether or not that platform works for you. These are just little things that I've learned over 10 years of being in the tech industry and watching all the fuck-ups. And watching the major cluster fuck-ups, you know? And I'm just like going, I couldn't see that one coming a mile away, but they didn't see it. They didn't see it. And sometimes it was as simple as clicking a button and then taking 10 seconds to load something. So that is the 3rd subject that I do. I do have a 4th subject coming, but that one's going to take me busking in the middle of town, singing a few songs, cracking a few jokes and doing interviews. So that's the next thing that I'm going to be doing. And that's because, one, in April the 26th last year on a Wednesday, I decided I was going to sing in a band. Within the next 3 days, I was singing at a 50th and I was singing Proud Mary, loved it, want to perform, play the guitar, just want to do that jazz. So that's why I want to do that. But why positivity? I have to go back to my life. Hey, I do have the positive, the glass half full side of me. Educated, played sport, music, arts, and all these things, and everyone going, man, did you have more hours in the day than someone else? I'm going, no, I just had brothers that were ruthless and made me push at everything that I wanted to do. Oh, then you got a science degree, then you got this, and then you got a job, and then you got promotions within 2 years, and you did all these amazing things. I look at your LinkedIn profile, it's awesome. But then there's the glass half empty. I have this other side where it's dark, and I know what positivity did for me. And just from sheer experience, I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to give it everything I can to make sure that other people have the chance of having more positive experiences in their life. So those are my 2 whys. Now moving on to how. So I get into work. I've thought about a basic structure, and it's thought about what's the context, where am I coming from, you know, what is my experience with this situation, how do I pull myself out of it, out, finished, done. And so I sit down, grab the camera, hit it, punch it, drop it, 3 minutes later, turn it off, and the first time I did it, I was like, oh, I want to do it again. Should I, what do I do? Same thing, the same fear. Skip the fear, put the stuff out there, roll with it, just go hard. Just go hard. Because if you don't, you're going to be like me. To get that first post was 1 week, nah, not doing it that week. I'll do it this week, nah, not that week. 1 month. It took me 1 month to get 1 post out. But as soon as you get it out, then you just start getting your roll on. Things become natural. You start seeing how things work. But in summary, guys, if you're going to do video logging, it is scary as hell. But just like Nike, just do it. Just do it. Get out there. Okay, kia ora whānau. Thank you.